Flosstube? It's me, Liz. Elizabeth does Flosstube. This is, what's your name?
Maggie.
Maggie. She's gonna help me today because I only have a few whips to show. Since I did my big whip parade last time, we're not gonna do big whip parade. So this should be a short video. Hey, sit still. Sit still.
I want to do it.
I'm gonna talk. Can I finish talking so I can have those? She wants to show the needle minders I made. So I got myself the We Are Memory Keepers button maker, where it's like a big press. And then I got, it comes with the medium round buttons. And then I got the square insert. And then I just got the small round button ones. So let's show what we've got. Well, let me move this so you can get up there. Okay, now come here, sit on my lap. Okay, so I tried to make ones to match projects that I have coming up. So here, you want to show her that one? That one is a Monstera leaf. I just got some pretty scrapbook paper. I figured that was the best way to practice. Oh, this is something I did for myself. I just got one of the cheap needle threaders, and then I threw a magnet on the back. And then I just stick it to my Lowry stand. So I always have it. So there's, what's this one? Oh,
the seahorses.
And yeah, go ahead and grab that one. And then this one has a puffer fish. And then this one is different scrapbook paper. It has like a pool floaty that is shaped like a flamingo.
Yeah.
And that one, I can't see. You gotta show me first. Oh, this one's cute. Oop, grab it. It's got a bee scup and a little bee. That's the, so this is the small round, and then this is the medium round. And then there's also a large, which is even bigger than this, obviously. So I thought the small would be perfect for needle minders, and it is. It's just the right size for my magnet. And then this is a lady on a beach towel, because I have that beach pattern for if we ever do get to go down to Florida. It doesn't look like we're going to get to go this year. But it's people on beach blankets, and I saw this scrapbook paper, and I'm like, yep, I need to make a needle minder. And then this, oh, that is a Halloween necklace I got from work. It's the Sanderson sisters from Hocus Pocus, and I thought, needle minder. And there's a new one we have. It's Buddy the Elf, so I'm gonna buy that too. And then this one came from the same paper as the one with the, hey, no, do you have one? Where'd the flamingo go? Oh, this one came with this, was on the same paper, but it's a sun, and it was just the right size, and I thought that looks kind of like the sun from Tangled. And I have a Tangled cross-stitch pattern, so I thought that would work. But I do have a few bee patterns, so the bee scup and the bee, and then I have a Monstera pattern that I want to do because I have a Monstera plant. She has named him Bob, the plant. So, so the Monstera leaf first for that. So there we go. Those are the ones I made. That the button press is a little expensive, but it's super easy to use. There's videos you can watch online.
Mommy, look.
I know. Leave it alone, please.
Mine's just not scrolled.
I don't know. It's the thing to heat up my mattress pad. Just stop, please.
This is the
Maggie? Enough. It's a little expensive, but it does work really well, and it's really easy to use. And once you get your inserts, it's really not, the things for it are not very expensive. The inserts are like, I want to say they're like 20 bucks, 25 bucks, but you can generally use the coupons from Joann Fabrics, or they might even be on sale, just to be on sale anyway. And then to get the refill packs, I think it was like $10. And again, you can use the coupons. And if you do it through the Joann Fabrics app, you can use Klarna to pay for it, so you can make payments, which I'm a big fan of that. So I can get what I want or what I need and make payments on it. The only problem is when you get a whole bunch of things that you're making payments on and they all come out at once. And yes, he made a big Dagwood sandwich of needle minders. Very good. Okay, you ready to
breakfast?
No. You just got up and I just got up. We're not eating yet. Let's see. Is your tablet charged? Maybe you can just play a game. Okay, sit down. Say bye.
Bye.
Okay. Sorry. I put in the wrong password to her tablet, so it made me wait 5 minutes. I only have 3 whips and 1 new start. It's a learning game. It's an Elmo alphabet game. So you have to trace the letter, and then it does different things, I guess. It's singing a song. Sorry. But it's keeping her quiet. Okay, so the first thing we're going to talk about is my focus piece that was the one I worked nonstop on last week, my Jackalope. Let's see. I stitched so much on this. Where did it go? Okay. So, last week, the 26th was Thursday. So last week I had done 449 stitches on the day that I filmed. And then the next day I did 608. And then on the 29th of November, it is actually December 4th, today. So on the 29th of November, I finished up filling in the Jackalope with 381 stitches. So he is done. Now I'm just filling in the frame. Oh, here's what it was last week. So there he is in all his glory. He's gorgeous. And I'm just filling in the frame with half stitches. So like I said, I asked on Facebook in a cross-stitching group I'm in, do you do 2 threads or 1 thread with half stitches? And everyone said that if you want it to be light, you do 1 thread. If you want it to be darker, you do 2. So I'm doing 1. So it's just light. So I did like a back stitching line up. So I have a nice miter, and then I'm going with my half stitches this way. And then I'll go half stitches that way. And then on this side, they'll go that way and then that way. And then I'm going to do like a line to make, you know, the miters. So, but he's almost done. The half stitches, if I have them in my Lowry stand, which is right here, I should be able to just breeze right through it. If I have to hold it and do it, I can't use both hands, so it's a little slower. But I'm really excited. And then I was trying to decide if I was going to put any pattern in this frame, like any zigzags or swirlies or flowers. I think I'm just going to leave it plain. And then in the corner, I'll do my initials over the top of the half stitches. So he is, the Jackalope himself is done. now just working on the frame, and then he'll be done. And at Michael's, they have an oval frame that I think will work. I'm going to take it with me once I get him done to see. But I think it'll work. I'm worried about his ears maybe sticking out too far. If they stick out too far, it'll have to be a regular frame. But there we go. So he's almost done. After that, I really needed a break from him because I stitched on him nonstop. So I started a new project, and it is the giant Harry Potter. I don't know if it's considered a sampler. It's giant Harry Potter, I think is what it's called. From Cloud's Factory. This is what it looks like when it's done. It's got all the people, it's got spells around the outside and swirlies and little things from the books. So they said they recommend starting in the middle. So I started in the middle. So I'm working on this row of people, which is the professors. So this is what I've got. I've got, the first day I did 497 stitches. I started it on November 30th. And then the next day I did 436. So almost 1,000 stitches in 2 days. Yeah, like 800, 900 stitches. I guess I do need the folder. I thought maybe I wouldn't need it. Oh, the Jackalope is just on white 18 count Ada. This is where I got. It's funny because the first day all I did was the faces. So they just had like these pink things with holes in them, so they look like pig noses. And then I did the black, and so it was like, I don't know, it was funny. And then It Kills Me, Snape, to me, looks like Wednesday Addams, just the way he's standing. But, so that's what I got done. I'm really excited about this one. It's big, obviously. And then I'm like, man, what fabric am I going to use? I'd have to order something because it's such a big piece. Sorry. My tablet slid. I had it charging and it slid right off. Let's see if I can do that with it. Oh, dropping stuff. So this is the fabric I ended up using. I got it from Amazon. Canfoisan. It's 18 count. This is the light oatmeal. It was a really big piece. It was 36 by 52, I think. 36 by 59. So I was able to just cut a strip that was 17 inches wide. So now my piece is 36 inches by 42 inches. But this is really nice. It's really nice to stitch on. It looks like linen, but it's Ada. So I like that. So it's really nice. And I've noticed that the one kind of fabric I've got, the one kind of Ada, I think it's the loops and threads that's from Michael's. It's like you cut along your Ada lines, and when you put it in your frame or whatever, it's like the lines are a little slanted, like they're pulled, and it's really hard to like straighten them out. But I think it's the loops and thread one. I don't know, just something I've noticed with the loops and thread one. The two projects I've started on it, they're like angled, even though I cut on the lines. So it's like, to get them in the hoop or get them in my frame, I've got to like kind of pull the other way to try to get them to straighten out. Whatever. But this is really nice, and this is the Canfoisan, from Amazon. It was like think $12 for this giant piece. So there we go. They have, this one is the light oatmeal, and then there's a dark oatmeal too. I liked this one because I thought it'd be nice and natural for the primitive like samplers that I've got. So that is my new start. Is it going?
No.
Because you are in the wrong spot. I don't know why you're in the parent part. You have to wait for those to load, I guess.
For all of them.
Well, you hit a bunch of them, so it's got to load them all now. So my next thing that I worked on after that, because I realized I had to get caught up, was the Cryptid stitch along. I think I'm just going to be behind from now on. But at the end of December, we get 2 weeks off for the holidays, so I should be able to get caught up. And then in January, there's 3 releases and we're done. So, let's see. I flipped everything over and now I'm lost. Okay, so on the 29th, I did 408 stitches. On the 30th, I did 376 stitches. And then yesterday, I did 670 stitches. And that was all black. Here's where it was before. And then here's where I got to. So I finished out my Yeti. It really took like half an hour to finish him. Maybe not even that long. I just had to do his legs, arms and legs. I think I did that when I was at lunch the one day. And then I started the bottom frame. And then, so yesterday I finished all of the bottom frame and up the side and did the lettering in the bottom of the hole. Oh, and the black between these guys. Hold on, I can't hold it. Okay. I did this little strip, which these are skulls. But I didn't bring anything with me but black because I knew that's what I was going to be working the most on. So 670 stitches of black yesterday. And this, I wish I could get the color of this. That's kind of it, I guess. Yeah. This is Elixir. I got it from Pumpkin Creek Prim on Etsy. They now have their own website. I think she still is putting stuff on Etsy, just not as much. Most of it's on her actual website now. She's real nice. When you order from her, like, she sends you a thing, like a message saying she got your order and she'll be working on it to get it going. So she definitely is very good with customer service. So I imagine with her new website, I bet she's just as good. And they notice if you're a repeat customer, like they notice that you've ordered from them before. Because I ordered this and the Midnight Ride, which is the one I used for my Sleepy Hollow sampler. It's this one. Hold on, it's right here. It's this one that's blue with the splotchies. And then this one's Elixir. It's like a kind of like an acid green with splotchies. It's from X2 Designs. So that's what my Sleepy Hollow ended up looking like on it. It's really nice. I love this fabric. But I ordered those first, and then I think I ordered something else again, and then I ordered some floss. And like, she noticed that I was like a repeat customer and made a little extra special little note saying thanks for your repeat business. So it's nice that they notice, because, you know, how many orders does she get? A lot. And she happened to notice my name twice or 2 or 3 times. So that's pretty cool. But other than that, the only other thing I worked on, and you can't really tell that I worked on it, but I did. So this is my ultimate color swatch. I'm not going to hold up the thing behind it because I don't think I really need to. Oh, shoot. I guess I do. So I did a lot of the back stitching. So here's where it was before, and then here's where it is now. It doesn't look that different, but I did finish my up and down lines on this part, and I did, I think, one line across, and then I did like these numbers, maybe these bottom ones. I just really want to get the main grid done. Oh, this is my scraps. So I want to get the main grid done. So that's where I got done. I love this. I'm so excited because I got some progress that I really wanted to get done. I wanted to get those grid lines. I don't have a stitch count on it because everything I did was the back stitching. But oh, that's the next one I have to fill in. But if you have a big stash already and you are okay doing back stitching for forever, this I think is going to be an awesome project. I did realize after I cut down my fabric, I cut it too close. I followed the wrong line when I cut. So I am going to have to figure out how. I'm probably going to have to use regular fabric and make like an outside thing when I do decide to frame it. Which is fine, like people do for pillows, where you like make the sashing for the outside of your picture. You add sashing so you can make a bigger pillow. That's what I'm gonna have to do, but that's fine. I think that's the only way I'm gonna get it to look the way I want it to look. But it's cool, it'll all work out. Because it's gonna be forever before I have to at least get the grid lines done and the numbers before I can even think about framing. But there we go. That's literally all I worked on. I didn't have a very big stitchy week. And since I just did my whip parade, there's no point in showing anything else. I don't really have any plans except working on more of the cryptids. And I've got to, if I get that, I get so close to the end of something and then it's like, I don't want to finish it, I guess. I don't know. I don't want to, it's like my buddy the elf. All I have to do really is the words at the bottom and then it'll be done. If I sat for a day and did that, I could get it done. But the jackalope, all I gotta do is fill in that frame and he'd be done. And it's like, I'm so close to the end and it's just like, I just can't. I don't want to do it. I just can't. So I'm gonna make myself do that. Once I get done filming, I'll probably turn on the thing for her and just put it in here in my Lowry stand and whip it out today.
He's not saying anything.
I don't know. But the giant Harry Potter has lots of colors. Here's part of them. Where's the other ones?
Do your talking. He's still not doing it.
This is all of the colors for it.
He's not saying what it is.
Plus, I think I have four more in here. No, 6 more in here. So it's got lots of colors. Pretty exciting. I think I've only done like maybe 5 of the colors yet, but that's okay. And it's got lots of back stitching. But that's cool. I'm gonna do the back stitching as I do the sections. Like once I finish up those professors, I'll do the back stitching for them, and then I'll do the professors underneath them and do their back stitching. Like each group of people, I'm gonna go ahead and do their back stitching. That's, I think, the only way I'll manage to actually do it. So other than that, I don't have any haul. Just the DMC. And my the wood slats for my storage. I have to, if they don't get shipped out, like accepted by UPS today, I have to send them a message. They said, I think on Monday, that they had shipped it. They sent me, you know, a message on Etsy. It's been shipped. This is the tracking number. UPS still doesn't have it. Like, they haven't dropped it off. So I have to make sure that they know that they might have forgotten my order. Because it was supposed to come yesterday, and UPS still doesn't even have it. So it's a little annoying. Maybe they'll speed up the process if I message them. So there's that. That's the only haul I'm waiting on. I ended up having to get my Annie's keepers. I didn't have enough to get up, so I had to take some projects off of the Annie's keepers and put them on those plastic thread cards that I showed before. So I had to take some projects off of keepers and put them on those. That way I could have keepers for this, because I had these on one of those and it was a pain for taking it to work. It made it harder to work from. So those will be, I'm going to order more of them, and those will be my storage until I'm ready to work on stuff. It's the only way it's going to work. So I have those thread cards, and those are going to be, I think, what I store the stuff on my pegboard until I get those wooden slides, because I find them too hard to work from, but it's nice to have stuff ready to go. So basically, I'll grab one. Hold on. So, the plastic thread cards. I find them too hard to take with me to work and work from. I like the keepers, but this will be nice for kitting up projects and having them ready to go. And then what I can do is just put them on keepers when I'm ready. So I do the same thing. I write down the numbers and I put them through the holes. So like I said, I had a few projects that I had to take off of keepers and put on these so I could have the keepers for this, because this is what I want to work on. Whatever, it'll all work out. And then I put a tag on each ring to tell me what project what it is. So I would just put that tag on the bottom. And then I realized that with the permanent marker, you can write on these and then wipe them off later, but they also kind of wipe off if you handle it a lot. So I put tape on it and wrote on the tape so it won't wipe off. And then I can just pull the tape off. But, so that's what I had to do. And actually I think it'll work out, especially for the bigger ones, because I have some projects that I want to start, but I don't have all the floss yet. Like my Van Gogh Never Leveled Up. It's 90 colors, and I don't have them all yet. I have maybe 50 of them, because each of these holds 20. I probably have like 50 of the colors, but I don't have all 90. So I took the first 20 colors that I had and threw it on one of these. This is the Mario collection, which I really do want to do, but I'm not ready to start it yet. I have everything, I'm not in a rush to do that one. So I went ahead and threw this one on. So I think I'm going to order more of these, because if nothing else, this is
Mommy,
nice.
I'm thirsty.
That's nice. I will be done in a minute. Please sit down. So that's how I solved my little issue with the Annie's keepers. It sucks that I need more, and I can't make myself buy more. So especially not since I ordered those wood things that I did not get. So, other than that, we had the fun of, not last week, the week before, I went to change the water in my fish tank. I was going to change.
You hear it?
So, I was trying to change the water in the fish tank. I usually do 4 buckets of water, which I think they're like 3-gallon buckets or 4-gallon buckets. I do 4 of them. So I have both buckets sitting, 2 buckets sitting there. I start my siphon. I get the worst, I clean the gravel with the first bucket basically. And then I switch over to the next bucket and take the first bucket out and empty it and bring it back while the second bucket is filling. And then that one, when that one's full, I switch over to the third bucket, you know, back and forth. Well, I also needed to change my cartridges, the filter cartridges, because we got new cartridges, but I don't really change the cartridges unless I'm changing the water. So I'm like, I'm going to go ahead and pull the cartridges out and put them in with the water so I don't drip water taking the cartridges out. So when the next bucket's done, I pull the cartridges out, I switch over to the other bucket, and I go into the bathroom and I dump out the water. And I'm like, oh, I'm going to go ahead, like there's a part that's like a spongy part that you keep. And then you throw out the charcoal cartridge. And the spongy one, I always rinse out because it's always full of the stuff, but you keep that one. So I'm like rinsing it out, cleaning it out, and Maggie's in here watching TV, and I'm in there, and she's like, Mommy, and I'm like, what does she need? Ugh. And it hit me. I had that other bucket of water still filling up. And I'm like, oh, crap. And I run in from the bathroom, and water is everywhere, all over the floor, because the bucket is still filling up, but there's nowhere for the water to go. So it's just overflowing the bucket all over my floor. Such a disaster. A disaster. We have carpet. So my carpet was soaked. I had to I stopped the siphon. I ran to the linen closet and I grabbed all the towels and I started throwing them down. My mom came running upstairs. She's helping. And it was like so much water. So much water. My tank was pretty low, so it must have been like 2 buckets of water in that one bucket. So I changed way more water than I meant to. Get everything back together, you know, get all the water back in the tank. And when I go to turn the filter on, there's like a knob where you can choose. There's like a top nozzle and a bottom nozzle, and then there's like a line of holes. So you can have it so it shoots out just the top, just the bottom, or through those little holes. And I always have it on the little holes. Well, there's like a little knob to change which way you want it. And when I turn the filter back on, like, water is coming from the top. It popped that nozzle, the knob off. So I'm like, great, now I gotta order a new filter. Well, I need a new filter. I mean, it was a little bit broken. Like, I had a zip tie holding it to its suction cup thing. Super expensive. So I order a new filter from Amazon because I found one, you know, if you buy the new, it's this price, but if you buy one that's like previously open, like the package is damaged, it's cheaper. So I got that. Got it, installed it, threw out the old one. Remembered to pull out the brand new cartridges, so I wasn't throwing away the brand new cartridges that I just put in. And I turn on this new filter where it's the same filter, but it's like a newer version of it. It was so strong. it stressed out my fish. My fish was stressed out from losing that much water in their tank. And then I changed out the filter. It was super strong, stressed out the fish. I lost 2 fish. I lost 1 fish. And then the next day I lost another fish. And then I was like, oh my God, this filter is too strong. I'm going to have to order the next size down, because I had the filter, I had the U4, which is actually for a 60-gallon tank. And I only have a 29-gallon. But my plan was to get a bigger tank eventually. And I just never did. But the old one was the same one. It was still a U4, but it wasn't that strong. So I ordered the U3 and put in for an Amazon return of the new U4 that I got, because the lid part of the filter, the little things were broken. So it snapped on, but it wouldn't do its, flip it up out of the way, because the whole thing just came off. But that's fine. It didn't really bother me, except for the fact that it was too big for my tank anyway. It was too strong. So I returned it. Ordered the U3, which is for a 40-gallon tank, which is more reasonable. Hey! Don't you lean on that. So that day I went to work. I just went ahead and turned off the filter because it was so strong. And got the new one because I was able to get it that same day that I ordered it, because it was from Amazon. And got it installed, turned it on as soon as I got it. And that night I came upstairs and another fish was dead. So I lost 3 fish in 3 days. But everyone seems happy now. Everything's cool. But it was like all I wanted to do. Nope. Oh, okay. Okay. I just looked over and saw a dead fish.
Can I see the
No.
fish?
It's fine.
I'm seeing.
It's the one that I lost that day. Literally couldn't find the body. I'm like, everyone ate it. He's gone. There he is. He's floating on the top. So I didn't lose anybody else. Everyone else is still fine. Stressed, but I think everyone's calmed down. I haven't fed them as much because I didn't want them to be any more stressed. So that was our horrible couple of weeks, just because I wanted to change the fish filters and change out the water. So that was my life stress. Thanks for watching. If you sat through all this, that's great. I just told that whole story, and I don't think I'm even going to put it in the video. Maybe I will. I guess we'll see. If I do, and you watch through the whole story, put comment with a fish emoji. So yes, you did. Thank you. Thank you for getting me the big net for the tiny fish. Okay. So really, my only plans are to work on the Harry Potter and finish out the frame of the Jackalope. And once I finish the frame of the Jackalope, I'm going to work on that Cryptids like crazy, because I have to. But there we go. I will see you guys next week. That's it. See you next time. Bye.